guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Courtney and this is Creative on the Cheap, where I like to do budget-friendly DIYs and home decor. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for monthly challenges, bonus DIYs, bargain shopping finds, along with some behind the scenes. The information for both of those are linked down below in the description box. And as of recently, I am now also on Twitter. Yes. My husband has been trying to get me to join Twitter for quite a while, and so he is helping me navigate that. You can find me on Twitter at this handle, at creativeonthecheap. Stop there, don't add the word cheap. It was too many characters, so I had to settle on creative on the. That's me. That information will also be linked down below in the description box. So today what I'm going to be doing is showing you how I decorated my 3-tiered tray as well as my hot cocoa bar for Valentine's Day. Now this video has 2 different ways of doing it, and let me tell you why. So for the 3-tiered tray, I have a quick pan of it. I did a time lapse of me pulling it together, and then I will talk through all the different things on it, the DIYs that are on it, along with tell you where the stuff is from. As far as the hot chocolate bar hutch, I did film it as a decorate with me to show, you know, just like I did for my Christmas one of me decorating it. But because this was the first time that I decorated it, you guys, when I sat down to edit it, it was a hot mess. It was a lot of me decorating it, getting it almost done, pulling it all off. There was a lot of that. So I just decided for the hutch, I will do a pan of it, and then I'll just talk you through it again, showing you any DIY that's on there along with where I got stuff. So because you're getting both ways in this video, I would love for you to tell me, which do you prefer? Because you guys are always asking to see my tray and see how I decorated my hutch. So do you prefer me just doing a quick pan and just talking through it, or do you prefer watching me decorate it and talk through it? Does that make sense? I would love to know which you prefer so that I can try to do what majority wants. All right, and without further ado, let's get into this video. And if you like what you see, I would love for you to stick around by hitting that subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Okay, now it's time to see how I decorated these 2 things. Let's go.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything.
Okay, so this hutch I got right before Christmas, and I refinished it. It was bright yellow, and so the first time I decorated it was for Christmas. So again, this is the first time I've decorated it for Valentine's Day. So starting over here, this is a little Valentine arrangement. I think I showed it to you guys in my end of the year video. I just pulled it together. The tin was from Hobby Lobby. The greenery was clearance greenery several years ago from Hobby Lobby in the Christmas section. The X's and O's were a tic-tac-toe game from Target that I glued to dowel rods. Made the little fabric hearts, again, put them on dowel rods. And then that little metal heart there was already had a stake in it, and that's from Hobby Lobby. And then I just cut some fabric and burlap and attached it to the front, and that was it. Then I've got an antique lunchbox that I got in Sealy, Texas at the Stockyard Antique Shop there. This sign was a DIY that I just did. Hobby Lobby, Hobby Lobby. And then this is my mantle, Valentine mantle decor. It's got yarn hearts. It's got these little burlap red and lace, and then there's also plain wooden hearts. But I don't know, I didn't feel like putting it on my mantle, so right now it's just kind of bundled up in there, and I don't know, we'll see if I put it on my mantle. So that's kind of the top, and then my sign back there, I told you guys the story about that. I'm just leaving the hot cocoa, and then once that comes down, I got to figure out what to do with it. Then on this shelf, this was a spring clearance find from Hobby Lobby, and inside of it is tons of Christmas candy that my kids have no idea is in there. So that's where it all went. And then that's Home Goods. This candle I've had for forever, but it came from Kirkland's originally. It's got little hearts, and it smells amazing after all these years. Like literally, I've had it for probably about 6 years, and when I open the Valentine box, the whole box smells so good. Then this heart right here is just a wooden heart that I picked up from Target last year, and then I just shoved inside of it. I mean, literally just pushed it in. Okay, sorry about that. My SD card was full. Needed to put a new one in. So anyway, what I was saying was I just shoved one of these grapevine hearts inside of it, and those came from Hobby Lobby. Then this was just a Ray Dunn that came from Marshall's. This was a DIY I did a couple years ago, actually for a Christmas party, because our theme was carnival. I just took a piece of wood from my garage, sanded it, stained it, and then I printed out this print and just Mod Podged it to the front. The Hershey's Cocoa container was a clearance find from Hobby Lobby 2 years ago. Very, very cheap. So that's that shelf. Moving on to this one. These gnomes were a DIY as well. They're originally the gnomes from Dollar Tree with the very creepy eyes, and I just kind of just revamped them a little bit. That was a DIY that I did also on my channel. These two mugs came from Home Goods. One says You and Me and the other says Be Mine. This is from Hobby Lobby. DIY that I just put up using Dollar Tree mason jar. This was Home Goods, and then the sweet thing is by Mud Pie, and that was from Dillard's. That was a gift. My mother-in-law always buys me Mud Pie stuff for Christmas. And then down here, another one of those hearts, same thing. I just shoved the grapevine wreath inside. The peppermint chips and chocolate chips containers came from Hobby Lobby. The marshmallow one came from Home Goods. This was a Hobby Lobby clearance from the spring. And then these red and white paper straws are at Dollar Tree. Then this towel was from Target. This was a little DIY I did, not on my channel. It was literally, I just broke down one of the little plastic hearts and then just wrapped it with some fabric and then tied a little burlap ribbon to it. This little hot cocoa container came from Hobby Lobby a couple years ago. And then these are the pods from H-E-B, and then I have some Starbucks hot cocoa. And then the little Hershey's syrup was also on clearance from Hobby Lobby. And then this little heart garland came from Target originally, and on the backs, they did have clothespins, and there's actually more hearts that came with it, but it's in my 3-tiered tray. There were different shade of pink. So I just simply added some twine, and then I just kind of draped it on there like that. And there we have it. That is my Valentine decorated hutch. And then of course the sign, yeah, I have to figure out what to do with the sign once the hot cocoa, that's just on there with those 3M Velcro things. So once I pull that off, it's blank behind it. So I'm gonna have to figure out what I wanna do to that sign. So there we go, guys. That is my hot cocoa Valentine decorated hutch.
I love you. I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment.
my 3-tiered tray decorated for Valentine's. So my 3-tiered tray came from Hobby Lobby several years ago, but I see it every year put out. So let me show you what I've got here. So at the top, this was a sign, a little vintage Valentine Day sign. It does say "Kiss Me," but that's kind of hidden. So I have that at the very top, along with 2 little boxwood balls that all came from Hobby Lobby. The X's and O's, again, are from Target. It was a tic-tac-toe game. This was from Hobby Lobby. The bird is from Hobby Lobby. I made the little pillow just with some fabric, and then my embroidery machine, I put the XOXO on there. I did actually sew this, believe it or not. Then that's just from Home Goods, long time ago. The love sign came from Kirkland's. And then these hearts are the other hearts that go to that garland that I put on my coffee bar or hot chocolate bar. These were little DIYs I made. Underneath it are the sparkly foam hearts from Dollar Tree, and then I just took some burlap and put around it and kind of, I don't know, seal that. I was gonna make a whole bunch and do a vase fillers with them, but I never got around to it. Then this little wooden thing, I made that myself. I did some wood burning, and then I painted the birch tree. And so there's an S for my husband, Spence, and plus C for Courtney. And then that's from Hobby Lobby. The mason jar is from Hobby Lobby. And that little pink bag back there, that was from Target. And that's it. That's my 3-tiered tray for this year. Oh, the little frame came from Hobby Lobby as well. And then I just printed the small picture with my HP sprocket from my phone. So, and there we go. That is my 3-tiered tray for this year. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Can we stay here?